I see so many people out there that live the lives that they hate. It doesn't have to be that way. Do you hate your job? Do you feel you're not as healthy as you want to be? Do you feel like you're stuck in life? Well, if that's the case, I'm going to show you the 3 secrets to get the life that you want. So secret number 1 is not so secret. The key to life is happiness. So what is happiness? Happiness is different for everybody. What's happiness for me might not be happiness for you, but everything in life that you do should be to get to that happiness in your life. I see so many people that you think are happy because they're very successful. So a lot of people think that having all the money and all the fame in the world is gonna make you happy. Well, that's not the case. Actually, for me, those are way down low on the list. I'm gonna show you why. You could probably think of a whole lot of people in your life that are making way more money than you, but are not anywhere near as happy as you are. There's people like super famous and rich, like Robin Williams, Whitney Houston, Amy Whitehouse, Anthony Bourdain, Prince, Kurt Cobain, Michael Jackson, Mac Miller. All these people were super wealthy, had all the fame, but they weren't happy. It's very simple, just be happy. But how do I do this? So the first most important thing we talked about was happiness. Now, the second thing is the way I get to the happiness. You have to break down your values to determine what aspects of life are the most important to you to get you happy. So to me, my values that make me happy are having my freedom, having my health, having my friends around me and my family. Those are the most important values that I have that make me happy. And the third thing I do for happiness is I break down all these values to further get my actionable items that are gonna lead all the way up to happiness. Let me give you some examples of how it works. So here's where it's all gonna come together. Think about it as a pyramid, right? On top of the pyramid is happiness. Underneath is values. And then lastly are the actual items that get you all the way to the top. Well, let me give you some examples of how this works. Oh shit, it's Donna calling me. I was supposed to go on a dinner date with her tonight. Hey, Donna. Yes, almost coming, sweetheart. I can't wait to see you. This is gonna be such an awesome night. All right, I'm leaving right now. I'll see you soon. Thanks, bye, love you. All right, guys, so one of the most important things in my values is my family. And I gotta go to dinner right now with my wife, so I'm not gonna be able to finish this video, but I'll come back tomorrow. Actually, can one of you guys finish this video for me?
Yeah, I got it.
You got it? Man, come finish this video for me. All right, I'll be here for the next video. I hope you understand. See ya.
All right, guys. So obviously I'm not Abraham, but I do know him pretty well. So let me go ahead and pick up where he left off, right? So we're talking about this pyramid, and we're about to get into the actionable steps that feed into his values. Now, I just want to go over his values one more time, right? So he has family, friends, health, and freedom. Those are his most important values. Now, I want you to keep those in mind as I start saying the things that he does on his day-to-day. The main actionable thing that Abraham does on his day-to-day is making money, right? So this includes buying real estate, buying businesses, operating businesses. All these things lead to is financial success. And if you look at those 4 values, right, one of them is freedom. By being able to get money, you're able to get freedom in your decisions. You're able to go on vacation when you want. You're able to spend time with your family when you want. You're able to have a lot of control over what you do with your time. That is freedom, and that is one of his core values. Now, that explains his financial career, but he has 3 other values. So how does he implement those in his day-to-day? Well, now we'll look at those actionable things again. He does jujitsu 3 times a week, sometimes 4. He does jacuzzis, saunas, massages, and these are things that he puts in his weekly routine because again, they attribute to his health, which is one of his core values that at the end of the day makes him happy. Because if he's not in good shape, he'll feel like shit and he just won't be able to function as well. Or he might be like a lower self-esteem. He wants to feel like he's progressing in every element of his life because that makes him happy. Now with family, as you just saw, he stopped doing this video because his wife told him, hey, we had a date night tonight. He answered that call, immediately got up and was like, you know what, that's a priority because at the end of the day, that's what makes me happy. So what are other things that he does in his day-to-day that allow him to do that? So he has a date night with his wife, as you guys just saw. He has a weekend with his kids every weekend where he takes them to the movies, takes them to the arcade, and just spend time with them. He also is able to go on vacations with his family. For example, last weekend, he took 3 days and went to Tennessee just to spend time with his family and bond. That is how he adds those activities in his day-to-day life to attribute to his family core value, and those attribute to his happiness. Now the last thing, his friends. Now, everything I just said is a really tight schedule. But But you have to realize some of those values do multiple things. By him going to jiu-jitsu, he's not only being able to help his health core value, but he's also spending time with his friends and bonding with the people that he surrounded himself with in that. And when he does business, a lot of his business associates and a lot of the friends that he made in real estate are his friends. So by doing that, he's feeding into two of his core values. That's super, super efficient. So when you look at his life, he's breaking it down in a pyramid and kind of working backwards, right? He has his happiness at the top, the core values in the middle, and then his day-to-day tasks are structured by those core values. If they don't feed into his core values, he doesn't do it. And if he sees something that he's doing that doesn't feed into those, he genuinely just cuts them out. And if he sees something that there's a gap, like I'm not spending enough time with my family and that's hurting my happiness, he makes sure that he puts something in his schedule to make sure that something is getting fed up there. All right, so this pyramid is such an important tool that you can genuinely implement within your life. And it's what Abraham uses to reverse engineer his life to be able to create happiness for himself. And I think that's one of the most admirable things about him. Obviously, people admire him for the amount that he's accomplished in his career and how much wealth that he's built. But I think one of the most admirable things about Abraham is that he stuck to these core values through and through. He wasn't just focused on making as much money as he could, but instead he focused on happiness and he genuinely implemented things within his life to create that for himself. With that being said, I'm gonna toss it back to Abraham. It'll be tomorrow, and I hope you guys enjoyed this video.
All right, guys, so I'm back. It's the next day, man. I had a great date night last night with Donna and everyone. Thanks a lot to Nitin and Shema and everyone else for taking the time to finish this video because I just couldn't have done it in time. I hope you guys enjoyed this video and I hope you guys enjoyed seeing Nitin break it down and seeing how everything I do leads from actionable items to my core values to being happy. If I have to do something throughout the day that doesn't make me happy or doesn't lead to happiness, I cut it out of my life. It's not worth it. You need to do that too. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you guys want to live a stress-free life just like me, check out this video right here.